Hi guys, Miss Polhinky here. Just want to go over your rubric for your research paper. It's worth 100 points. As you can see, there are some categories, and each category is worth 20 points. Organization, 20 points. Conventions, it's your grammar, 20 points. MLA format, which we'll go over, 20 points. Your works cited page, 20 points, and your parenthetical documentation, or what's called parenthetical references, 20 points. Okay. So when I hand this actual rubric out to you in class, you'll put your name and hour on it and save it, because you'll keep this and actually staple it on top of your research paper when you turn your research paper in. I don't know when the paper's due yet, but it'll be due sometime before the semester ends. Okay, let's look at organization. The order, presentation, internal structure is compelling and guides the reader purposely through the text. You have a strong sense of direction and balance. You have a lead, your thesis statement, a conclusion. Everything's easy to follow and understand. You have transitions within and between paragraphs. There's good pacing, and I don't even have to think about your organization because it flows so well. How I grade this is, if I get confused and I'm like, what? Why is this here? And I know there's a problem with organization, and I don't stop to figure out what it is. I'm just going to put, wow, is this a huge problem with organization? I totally don't get it. Okay, you might get 10 or below. You see this, you could get below 10 or a 12. So you want to just make sure that you follow the outline you made and that everything makes sense as far as the order. Conventions. Errors are so few and so minor that I can easily overlook them unless I search for them specifically. Everything looks clean, edited, and polished. The text is of sufficient length. Okay, where I'm asking for a minimum of 5 double-spaced type pages, excluding your last page, okay, which would be your 6th page. This is, for the high school level, this is actually short. All right. You have a minus 10 points, which is a half grade for every page short. The text is easily to mentally process. I'm not distracted or confused. And if you wanted to publish it, only light touch-ups would be necessary. MLA format, which we'll go over. Well, let's go over it now. You have to use white paper, black ink, a business font, not like Wingdings or something crazy, like maybe a nice Times New Roman or Arial. Size has to be size 12, not 14, not 11, has to be 12. You should have 1 to 1.5 inch margins all the way around. Your paper should be double spaced throughout. Your running header, which is your name and the page number, should also be size 12. So many times people have this at a different size or a different font, and no, it should be the same font that's you use in your paper. Do you have the correct order of information in your heading? That's where you use the your name, my name, class name, and date. Is the date formatted correctly? It would be day, month, year with no commas. Is the title centered, plain, and capitalized correctly? In a title, the first word of a title is always capitalized, the last word of a title is always capitalized, and every important word in between. The first word, the last word, and every important word in between. And the title specific enough so that I know exactly what to expect from your paper. Drunk driving is not specific enough. Animal abuse is not specific enough. Your title should actually be a mini version of your thesis. Okay? I should be able to know exactly what you're trying to prove by your title. Works cited. This is a whole lesson in and of itself. Just know for right now, the heading should be plain, centered, and spelled correctly. Your sources have to be in alphabetical order. Has to be double spaced, reverse indented. You have to use the correct MLA format for the type of the source. It's different for if it's a database article than an internet article. And I'd like you to use one database or scholarly article. These are the articles you found from Google Scholar or the MEL.org databases like General Reference Center Gold. And a minimum of 5 sources are included. I believe that I updated this, to 7 actually this year. So maybe I changed that to 7. Parenthetical documentation. This is a whole lesson in and of itself, guys. We'll learn all this. I don't even want to go through it now, but we'll be doing this whole lesson on how to do in-text citations. I've gone over this with you before, but I'll do it again. This research paper is 21% of your semester exam grade, and in order for it to even count, you have to get at least a 60% on it. Okay? You'll receive a 1 grade drop for every day the research paper is late. A research paper will not be accepted, and you'll receive a 0 if any one of the following applies. If it's not typed, if it does not have a rubric stapled on top with your name and hour, if it does not contain both a works cited page and parenthetical references embedded in the text, if it's less than 3 full pages in length, and if you've turned in less than, I'm going to change this to 60% of the graded work leading up to the research paper. Okay, so, and I just want to point this out again. 21% of this paper, this research paper will count for 21% of your exam grade. So if you don't do it and you get an 80% on your exam, you still can't pass. I know, you hate me. All right, you got to be able to do a research paper to get out of high school, guys. I cannot let you leave here without knowing how to do a research paper, a formal research paper. That's why I'm putting all these traps in there, okay? I want you to do it. And I do, oh Lord, okay. And I do get thanks most often over the years for teaching kids how to do this. One day you'll thank me. Right now, I know. I get it. All right. All right. Bye-bye.